Alright, last video of the day. Very last video of the day. I'm not doing no more videos today. Unless I might put one up of me playing my drums or something. That's how boring it is out there. It's just so, it's raining and it's pouring and it's just boring. So I might do a drum video. Yeah, I play drums too. But I'm gonna do a little quick, shindig of this isub Apex tank by Nokin. Little aspects that I left out about it, and that is the extra spare parts that it come with. It comes with extra O-rings. Got extra O-rings. You got an extra 0.5 ohm coil, which ranges from 20 watts to 35 watts. The same that's in this, that's already pre-installed in this. And you get a Pyrex Shorty wide bore drip tip. So for $35, which is what I paid, ain't bad, but you can get it from off of different websites for cheaper, for like $24.99. And I heard even one guy say that you can get it as low as like 20 bucks. I don't know, I ain't seen them, but since I support my ordering company Vaportech USA, and whenever I got this smart X Cube, I went ahead and ordered the itaste isub Apex. So I got it all in one package, like I said on my first video. And yeah, but I got like a little small miniature rant, and the rant is basically about the drip tip that everybody seems to keep putting airflow on. Please stop with the airflow on the drip tip. Some people might like it. Most videos of people that I see that do videos like I also do videos don't. And I'm one of those people that don't. So stop with the airflow on the drip tip. This tank doesn't need no airflow on the drip tip. The flavor is so good, and it doesn't even get that hot for it to even have to have airflow on the drip tip. And it ain't that much airflow in the world the way you want to blow that big of a cloud from off of a tank, the way you have to have airflow on the drip tip, which ain't the real reason that you need airflow on the drip tip. Is really for the cooling down of the drip tip so that it don't get so hot. So I say that to say this: for the future of tank making, do not, please, I'm not being demanding, it's just, this is my thought. Please stop putting airflow on the drip tip. Okay, it's not that serious. It diminishes the flavor of your juice, whenever you have it open and, trying to get an enjoyable vape. Most people that have these airflows on the drip tip leave the airflow on the drip tip closed, and I use mine closed. I tried it before and I tried it after. I would rather have it closed because I get clouds for days and I still get really intense flavor, because the prism technology that's in this tank is so on point, to the point it's just phenomenal. So you're not using the airflow that's on the drip tip. So please stop putting the airflow on the drip tip. This tank is made of metal, which is, I'm pretty almost sure is stainless steel. You got two airflows, 1 and 2. You don't need these air holes that's on the drip tip. You get a top filled, where you can, fill it up, put your juice in there. top fill tank, and the outside I'm almost pretty sure, but I'm not positive, that it's made of polycarbonate. I want to say, but it might be made of glass. I'm not sure about that. But this tank is phenomenal. I paid $34.99 for it from VaporTech USA. VaporTech USA, y'all alright with me. But if you would please drop the price down a little bit. Like I said, I done seen something for $24.99. If y'all drop it down, or if I can find another one, the same one for the $24.99, I'm gonna buy it. But if VaporTech drop down the price, I will be ordering me another one, for the simple fact of, I don't know, you never know what the future holds. You might break it, and I have a backup. But I really wish that it came apart, because it's gonna make it hard to clean. But not really, because you can always put some water down in there and, you know, slosh it around and dump it out and redo it and do that again, and then, you know, pretty much you have a clean tank. But I like taking my tanks apart, you know. So for Inokin, if you do a version 2 of this, please make it a way that you can take the tank apart. You know, a lot of people like taking the tanks apart, giving it a thorough cleaner. I'm one of those ones. And leave the airflow off of the drip tip. Future tank makers, leave airflows off the drip tip. I cannot stress that enough. I'm a vapor. I'm telling you what these people want. This is what I want. A lot of people that I've seen do videos really don't care for a drip tip with airflow on it, because it rarely gets used. Then you might got some ones that's out there that do use it. I'm not saying they're knocking the ones that do use it, but a lot of people that I've seen doing videos don't care for airflow on the drip tip. Atlantis V2 was the original airflow on the drip tip maker, because they made coils down to 0.2, and with 0.2 you probably would need, you know, your drip tip to be cooled off, because you're pulling up a lot of heat from out of Atlantis. And I got one, you know, even whenever I close it off to you know, try to get better flavor, but that drip tip gets so hot with it being a 0.2 on coil, to the point where I at least got to leave it slightly open. I don't know if you can see that, but I have it slightly open. I never leave it all the way open, because I want flavor too, and airflow on the drip tip really diminishes the flavor. It mutes it out the ass. So yeah, man, like, I can't stress that enough. And like I said, this box, and another thing, Nokin, upgrade the box, because if you selling something for this price, or you selling it for wholesale prices, and these stores is getting it for whatever they're getting it for, I think we at least deserve a plastic hard case box. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything can happen to this box and to crush the tank. And some companies offer insurance on your merchandise. Suppose some of these companies don't offer that, then you sitting there, you get a DOA tank dead on arrival because it done been shattered or broke or anything cracked or anything. But you're not really paying for the box. You're paying for what's in the box, and you're paying for the quality of the device that's on the inside of the box. So yeah, I understand what y'all selling it for and everything like that, but I think that we deserve a better box to protect it. You know, $34.99 or $24.99. I think that you ought to be able to offer a better box than this. This is cardboard. Anything can happen to a tank like this or any other tank that comes in cardboard boxes. But like I said, you're not paying for the box. You're paying for what's in the box, and what's in the box is quality. I know that. You know, I know that for a fact. It's a good, awesome tank. Very, 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 very awesome. It's the best tank up to date, especially that I own. I can't speak for all these other sub-owned tanks that's out there, because I really ain't tried all of them, but I tried enough of them, and I got a few of them to where I could say that this tank right here vapes better than our tank that I got, because the prism technology that's on the inside of it. It's an awesome tank. and the clouds from it is very good. Very awesome. Is that open? Yep, it's open. See, I just had to close that up because I noticed that my flavor was muted a little bit. That's why I just closed it right then, and I thought that I had it closed, and I could tell just as good whenever the drip tip was open. Oh my God. Lord Jesus, it's like a night and day as far as the vapor flavor. The vapor and the flavor that comes from out of this whenever this drip tip is closed. So delicious. You taste the apple pie, you taste the vanilla ice cream, everything out of this juice. This is Dr. Creamy's, by the way. I'm still on that. But yeah, man, like if Inokin watching this video, or if anybody share this to Inokin, or somebody just happens to know anybody that's connected to Inokin, or anybody that could just share this video, let's get it out there that we do not care for these drip tips with airflow on them. We really just don't. I don't. A lot of other people don't. I'm not a follower. I'm more of a leader, and I'm not going off of what everybody else is saying. This is my thoughts and my opinions. So just leave the airflow off the drip tip, man. This tank is about almost a year old. You know, it ain't been that long. This is the GCT tank, and the flavor on it is awesome. It's a temperature control device, but it does not have any airflow. I don't know if you would call these heat sinks, but I doubt it. I know it ain't no air holes. I know that much. And you don't turn it to close it off and all that. And the flavor off of this is, you know, good too. I can't sit there and say it's touching this Inokin Apex tank, but it doesn't have that airflow up there, which is a plus for me. You know, I love this tank just as good as my Atlantis. This is my favorite tank so far right now. And then I'll have to say this, and then my Atlantis. But my Arctic tank, I just need coils for that. And that's a good tank too. And I think that this Inokin tank is even better than the Arctic tank. And the Arctic tank don't even come with the air hose on the drip tip. So just please keep that in mind for the future makers of any tanks. Stop putting these airflow holes on drip tips. We don't like it. We don't want them. Please acknowledge that. I can't stress it enough. But here go one more vape for the road from out of each one of my babies. These are my two little kids right now. Like, oh, and here go my other collection of tanks that I have. You know, so I'm not really tripping on tanks. It's just the fact that this is, you know, I have something to fall back on. Push come to shove. Look at my Nautilus trying to come out. I got all types of tanks, man. You know what I'm saying? So if I break one or I lose one, I still got one to fall back on. But it's just my thoughts and opinions on the airflow. But I just wanted to do, you know, a package update of what comes in the package of the Apex tank, which is drip tip, which is glass. You got an extra 0.5 on coil, and you get extra O-rings. But it's your boy, the Vaping Dreadnought, and I love you, YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out.